This is Anil with a video tutorial for the Learning Lab on C programming. In this video tutorial, we're gonna see the files in C. Files are the building blocks of every operating system. We can say that files are the virtual container to store some data. So in other tutorials, we have used variable to store data. So when our program terminated, then the value stored in that variable were lost. So if you want to save something in the memory permanently, then you can use files and store it. So let's see how we can use these files in C. So to use a file in C, first you have to open that file. So for that purpose, this stdio.h header file provides a function for you, and that function is called fopen. As a parameter to this fopen function, first we have to specify the file name that we want to open, then the mode at which we want to open. So this file name is the name of the file with the extension. So if you are opening a text file, then you have to specify file name.txt. If you are opening a, let's say, .c file, then you have to specify file name.c. So then the mode is pretty much like what you want to do with that file. So if you want to open the file for reading, then you can specify this mode as R for reading. And make a note that you have to specify this mode in double quotes. So you can't specify this mode in single quotes. That's because this mode is a string value. Now when this fopen function opens this file using this mode R, first it's gonna search for that file. So if that file is present, then it's gonna open that file for you. If that file is not present there, then it's gonna return a null value. Then if you want to open the file for writing, then you have to specify this mode as W. So when you open this file with the mode W, this fopen is gonna search for that file in the disk. So if that file is there, it's gonna delete that file and it's gonna recreate that file for you. So the contents in that file will be lost. So it's gonna be an empty file. So if your file is not present in the disk, then this fopen is gonna create that file and open it for you. So the next thing is, if you want to edit or append to that file, then you can open it with the mode A. So when you open this file with the mode A, if that file is there, then this fopen is gonna open that file and the contents of that file will not be lost, it will be present, and if you want, you can edit to that file. If your file is not there, then this fopen is gonna create that file for you. So the next mode is R+. So if you use the mode as R+, then you can open that file for reading and writing purpose. So similar to R, if that file is not there, then it's gonna return a null value. So if that file is present, then it's gonna open that file for you. So the next one is W+. So similar to W, if that file is there, then the contents of that file will be lost and you will be presented with an empty file, and you can edit, read and write from that file using this W+. So the last one is called A+. So if you use this mode as A+, then if your file is present in the disk, then it's gonna open that file for you for reading and writing. And the contents of that file will not be lost and it will be there, and you can edit to that file. So if your file is not present in the disk, then that file is gonna be created and open for you. So this is about the normal file. So then if you want to work with a binary file, then you have to suffix it with a B here. That's for indicating that, okay, I'm working with a binary file. It's gonna be RB, WB, AB, then R+B, W+B and A+B. So the next thing is, when we work with the file, we have to remember a lot of things. For example, the file name, the mode at which we have opened the file, then we have to remember last byte or last word which is read from the file, last byte or last word which is returned to the file, and many things. So for that purpose, this stdio.h header file provides a structure for us, and the structure is called file. So when we use this fopen function to open a file with a specific mode, if that file is present in the disk, then this fopen is gonna return the address to this structure file. So that structure is gonna contain all the information about that file. since this fopen is gonna return the address of the structure of type file, we need a pointer of type file. It's gonna be star. Let's call it f pointer. So now I'm gonna delete all these things. In this tutorial, for the demonstration purpose, we're just gonna create a text file. So to create a file, we have to open it first. It's gonna be fopen. Then the file name, we call it as anil.txt. Then the mode. So since we are running this program first time, the file will not be there. So that's why we want to create that file. That's why I'm gonna specify this mode as w. So then this fopen is gonna return the address of the structure which contains all the information about this file. That's why we have to assign it with this pointer, f pointer. That's why I'm gonna write f pointer equal to fopen of anil.txt and w. So if this f pointer is contains some value or some address, then we can say that file which we specified here is opened successfully. So if this f pointer contains a null value, then we can say that this fopen unable to open the file. So we can test that by using if condition. If f pointer equal to null, then we can say that printf unable to create the file. Then else, that means this f pointer contains the address of the structure, and we can say that file opened successfully. So now the last thing we have to do is when we open that file, we have to close it. That's why here we're gonna close it. It's gonna be f close, the function name. Then we have to pass the pointer. It's gonna be f pointer. So this is it. The next thing I want to explain here is this files.c is present in my desktop. So when I compile this program, files.exe will be created at the desktop only. So when we run our program, that is when we run our files.exe, this anil.txt file will be created at the location where that file.exe is present. In this case, that files.exe is present in my desktop. That's why this anil.txt is gonna be created in the desktop. So save it, compile it, and run it. So as you can see here, file opened successfully. That means that this fopen function created a file for us successfully. So now I'm gonna minimize it and open up my desktop. So this is my desktop. As you can see here, my files.c and files.exe is present in a desktop. That's why this anil.txt is created in the desktop, and I'm gonna open it. So as you can see here, it's an empty file. Here another thing we want to do is we're gonna delete this file now. Now anil.txt is not present, and for the demonstration purpose we're gonna make it R. Now we are opening the file with the mode R. So when we use this mode R, if that file is present, then only this f pointer is gonna return the structure address. So now that file is not present, we have deleted that file. That's why this fopen is gonna return a null value. That's why we will get unable to create the file. So we're gonna save it, compile it, and run it. So as you can see here, unable to create the file. So similarly, we're gonna change it to A, save it. So now this file will be created for us, similar to W. Save it, compile it, and run it. So as you can see, file opened successfully. I'm gonna close it, and I'm gonna open up my desktop. So as you can see here, this anil.txt is present. So I'm gonna open it. So this is it. This is about the files in C. In the next tutorial, we're gonna see some more information about the files, like how we can edit some contents to that file and how we can read from that file. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.